Welcome to the F Word. Time to pig out.
On the menu tonight, 3 gorgeous simple dishes you can cook at home. Scallops with summer truffles, a delicious apple dessert, and a feast of pork. But not any old pork. It's my pigs. Plus, it's a double whammy in the recipe challenge, as Hugh and Janet both take me on.
That's the hole that the mincemeat goes in.
Where's the volume on that?
hole, isn't it?
And I tried to stop David Williams being a lady about fresh food.
Hold it nicely.
The F word's here and the F word's back. Curse my mother and I curse my dad. Let I love my mother and I love my dad. Wanna have all that they never had. The F word's here and the F word's back. Curse my mother and I curse my dad. Let I love my mother and I love my dad. Wanna have all that they never had.
Good to see you. Welcome back. Yes? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Gordon.
Stroppy knickers at home?
Yes.
Yeah? Thanks for that. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Lucy, good to see you. Good to see you all. Welcome back.
Thank you.
The best performing brigade. Congratulations on that. However, it wasn't perfect, was it? Last time we had 22 complaints. That was 22 too many. Yeah?
Yes.
Tonight, we got the perfect meal, so I want perfect results.
All right.
150 plates, all paid for.
Okay.
We got the most amazing menu. Something I've had in the back garden for months. You're cooking my pigs tonight. Okay, it means a lot for me. And you've clearly proved you're good. But tonight is the chance to prove you're great.
Okay.
Yes? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes? Let's get cooking on the sections. Let's go. Francesca and Peter here. GB, Lucy over there, yes?
All right.
So, the salad of roasted scallops with new potatoes is a signature dish. Put the pans on, get the scallops out, and we'll do it together, yes?
Okay.
Let's start off.
How many per?
Yep, there we go. I knew you'd be first button in there. Fuck me, have I missed you. OK, potatoes. Nice hot pan. That's colouring nicely. Now the scallops. Into the hand and open. We've got curry powder and salt. 2/3 to 1/3. Back in. And we go round from 12 o'clock. Why do we do that?
So that you know where you started every time.
Exactly that, so they're not overcooked. Yeah. Now, it's so important not to overcook scallops. Give them a little shake to make sure they're not sticking. Finger on and turn. They've got a nice colour on there. And look. See the colour?
Yeah.
Now, touch. They're nice and firm and out. See? You don't get better fast food than that, I can assure you. Out. Look. Summer truffles, yeah? I mean, amazing. Great delicacy. As they hit the scallop, it cooks the truffle. So it perfumes the scallop.
Yep.
Salad, creamy vinaigrette. And that has to be the best starter, yeah, in London tonight. Look. Yeah? OK, ladies, here we go, yes? Oh, boy, yes?
Let's go.
Yes,
Well done getting this far. Now you're here, make it worthwhile, yes?
Yes, Gordon.
OK, on order, 4 covers table 3, 4 seared scallop, 4 roast pork, 4 apple dessert.
Yes, Gordon.
Thank you. Let's go, ladies, yes? Tonight's brigade are Peter, Francesca, GB and Lucy.
Oh, shit, sorry.
You know.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Last time the A&E doctors were in the kitchen, they almost blinded me, but they were by far the best of all my amateur brigades.
What do you want me to say? Well done for fucking them
I
up.
don't want you to say. I want you to say something once, Mr. Ramsey, and then shut the fuck up.
Take the oil off the stove quickly. Oh, fuck me. What are you doing? For the last 3 hours, you've been calling me mate.
Gordon. James, it'd be greatly appreciated for the next 20 minutes, Gordon. I'm not your fucking mate.
Right, where's the scallops? Come over.
You've got...
No, come on. How many scallops? 5 and 5, yeah?
Should be 5 and 5.
Nice, tight circle.
I'm not very good at
Yeah, don't go too wide. Come on, ladies, please. I can't get any more simple than this, yes? Come on. Let's go. Go, please. Table 3. Peter, Francesca, start your 3rd table. Good, let's go. GB.
Yes, Gordon.
Step up a gear, please.
Yes,
let's go.
Gordon.
The excitement about cooking this at home, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, you can actually sit down and eat it with your guests. Do you understand? It's not something you have to spend fucking 3 hours in the kitchen for. Right, Lucy, watch.
Yep.
Creamy vinaigrette. We've got creme fraiche in there.
Yes.
Chopped truffle. It's basically a vinaigrette finished with creme fraiche. So it's nice and light.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's beautiful. Maximum amount of salad. Let's go quickly. Please, go. Table 8. You for a Liberty store, yes? The scruffy one, table 14. It's a very messy cook, you know that. Huh?
I only have eyes for your cookery, Gordon.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear it, Peter. Service, please. £7 for that. I'd pay £17 for that. Go. Please, go. Table 8. Let's go. Well done. It's a perfect time of year for a barbecue, and no barbecue's complete without a good pork sausage. Hello, Brian.
Hello, Gordon. Good to see you, mate.
Likewise, good to see you too.
Long time no see.
My pigs Trini and Susanna have been hanging for a week. Now my local butcher, Brian Randall, is going to help me get them ready to cook. The cuts I'll be using for the restaurant are the belly and the loin of pork. The loin is at the top of the pig where the back bacon comes from. I don't want to waste any of my pigs, so Brian is going to make the other bits into mince so I can make my very own sausages for the barbecue.
Along here, please. Let's go. Jack, come down. Megan, come down. This is Trini meat. We've got to mix all with our hands. Okay.
We're adding thyme, sage, apple, onion and whole grain mustard. And for the casing, I'll be using natural sausage skin, Trini's lower intestine.
Sausage mix into the machine. Cool, dear. OK.
Got lots of people to feed.
Matilda, that big?
Bigger.
Happy with the size?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, guys. First time we made the sausages. Thank you. Right, let's get ready for the barbecue, yes?
How are you? Very well.
I'm very good.
OK, ladies and gentlemen, your Trini sausages are ready. Lily, large one, medium one, or small one?
Large one.
There we go. Up. Off you go, my darling.
The sausages are going down a storm, but I've saved a special cup for Janet Street Porter.
Yeah. You've had all sorts in your mouth, yeah?
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a surprise. Come on. Janet Street Porter, what do you mean, What do you mean, That's Trini's tail. Have a little taste. Oh, come on.
Oh, meat tastes good.
Isn't that delicious?
Even the towels are getting the thumbs up, but will I win my wager with Hugh?
Cheers, man.
Cheers, well done.
Good health, thank you. Good to see you.
A couple of months ago, I bet Hugh that he wouldn't be able to tell which one of my pigs I've been feeding cherry beer and which was beer-free.
Right, you ready for the taste test, yes? First of all,
So this is the loin. This is the tenderloin.
tenderloin.
A little bit of liver.
Yes.
That's so juicy.
Delicious.
To me, that just tastes of quality pork. Very, very good pork. So this is from the other pig, but I don't know which other pig.
That's right. If you thought of one plate that had been treated differently with alcohol, which would it be, the red or the blue?
I would go for the blue one because it's tastier. It's just everything's the liver's a bit sweeter and the pork a bit porkier.
Yeah. Well, that's extraordinary. Because the blue plate is no beer.
No beer. Okay.
And the red plate
It's the
was
beer.
Susanna,
Okay.
who got fed the beer.
Interesting.
Hugh got it wrong for the best of reasons. The meat from Susanna, the beery pig, has lost a little of the pork's natural sweetness, so he chose the tastiest, but not the beeriest.
Well done.
That was worthwhile.
An interesting experiment, definitely. Time to marinate my son.
It was the scallops that were, king there, without a doubt. Just fell apart. It had a really wholesome taste to it, and it still had that sort of meaty texture which you look for in a scallop.
Considering I don't really eat scallops at all, it was probably the second time I've tried it, so yeah, really good.
Presentation was beautiful, looked lovely. Thought it was a little bit chewy, but overall, compliments to the chef.
Yeah. Right, feedback from the scallops?
Very good. 49 people happy.
49?
Yeah.
Yes. Great news. Well done. Fantastic.
Yeah, very good.
Not total perfection, but it's bloody good. I mean, really good. Now, the next course, yeah, I've really seriously looked after these pigs like you've got no idea. Like having a patient that you fall in love with over the last 3 months. So, the pork's got a little bit more difficult, but well done. Clear down.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Gordon.
Hello. I'm so sorry to hear you didn't enjoy your starter. What was wrong with it?
Potatoes, some of the potatoes was a bit harder than the other potatoes.
Right. Do I look bothered?
No.
Because 49 customers have agreed to pay for it because they loved it.
But I'm looking forward to the next one.
And if you don't pay for the next course, I'm going to smash your sunglasses. If you want to find out more about the food on tonight's show, or if you and your friends think you're good enough to cook in the F-Word restaurant, then visit the website.
Next on the menu, the brigade cook Trini and Susanna's belly and loin. David Williams learns that cooking Sunday lunch means getting your hands dirty.
Can I wipe them on your child?
Go on then, quick.
Because you already wiped them, it's fine.
And I get tooled up to go hunting.
I feel like a fucking action man. Welcome back Teaching people to cook Sunday lunch has been a real challenge, but Little Britain's David Williams beats them all.
I've never actually bought fish from a fishmonger.
Serious?
No, I've only ever bought it in a packet from a supermarket.
Honestly.
Is that quite shameful?
You swam the channel.
I didn't see any fish that day.
No.
No, I saw that one, actually. Yeah.
Can I hold it?
Oh.
David, for fuck's sake, hold it nicely.
Take it.
What else have we got?
Wiping your fingers on your jeans. I have to wash those jeans when you have to take them straight off when we get home.
Salmon.
Well, salmon's nice, but it's a bit boring.
It's a bit boring.
Here, have a lovely, beautiful halibut.
Halibut is amazing.
Lovely Scottish inshore halibut.
I think what do, can you fillet it?
Yeah, sure.
There's nothing better than getting a fishmonger to fillet your fish, you know that?
We're celebrities, so we won't be paying. So thank you very much. Oh, that's disgusting. Can I wash my... Oh.
Just put them on the back of your trousers.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, come on.
Can I wipe them on your trousers?
Go on then, quick.
Because you already wiped them, it's fine.
Thank you.
David Williams says he's 70% straight. But one thing's crystal clear. He's a lot happier in a dress than he is in a kitchen. I'm going to get him to cook a simple Sunday lunch of halibut and vegetables in red wine.
OK, do we need to put the aprons on or something?
Have you got an apron?
I've brought a couple. Your one's, it's a bit more masculine because it's got little dogs on it.
It's very camp, no?
Your camp? You have a very, very big camp appeal. Put it on. Stop misbehaving. You know, a lot of women, when I said I was coming on this show, were very jealous and said they fancied you.
Serious. I said that to my mates and they said the same about you, how much they fancy you.
Really? What, your male friends?
Yes.
Well, that's no bad thing.
No, that's a nice thing. Right, I want you to take the skin off. When was the last time you took the skin off of a fish?
Well, I've never taken the skin off.
OK. Now, watch. Best thing to do, keep the fish. I feel so fucking
Just get on with it.
I feel,
Stop
look at this thing here,
Just
honestly.
please,
Christ
please,
almighty.
come on, be professional.
Leave the knife flat and just pull it.
Well, so you're just loosening it, really?
Just loosening
You're not
it.
really cutting it.
Yeah,
Shall I do that?
Absolutely, and just slide it through. I didn't know you were left-handed in the kitchen.
I am.
That's great. All good chefs are left-handed.
Really?
Again?
Even Jamie Oliver?
He's right-handed.
He's lovely, though, isn't he? Because he's kind of got it all, isn't he?
Oh, God, it's going to be a great lunch. When was the last time we had an actual dinner party? When was the last time you actually threw?
Don't know, probably quite a few years ago.
Really? And was it successful?
No.
Right, we're going to cut up some pancetta. What I want you to do is just cut what they call lardons. The garnish are going to be quite straightforward. Bacon, mushrooms, roast them all off, OK, and make a bit of a sauce. They're quite fatty, the pancetta.
Yeah, they are.
So we're going to saute them with no oil. Get these shallots and just sort of cut them in half. Timing's crucial, we know that.
Yeah, I know, but that's normally where people come unstuck. Especially with, like, Sunday lunches and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
A lot to do.
A lot to do.
Well, I'm doing this.
You're in touch with your feminine side, aren't you?
We are. You are as well, aren't you?
No, but all your sketches are all sort of...
Basically dressing up as women and that kind of
but
thing.
is that as sort of transvestite or is that as a...
Just for fun, really.
Just for fun?
I don't know.
I've never dressed up as a woman, you know that?
Well, your wife's out.
So...
all her clothes are upstairs. I can show you a thing or two.
Shallots in there now?
Shallots in together, yeah?
Some pepper. A little bit of rock salt, please. Sprinkle that with a little bit of sugar now. Yeah, teaspoon, yeah, nice. And what that does now, it starts to caramelise. OK, I want you to tip the mushrooms into there for me.
Also, a lot of food, Gordon.
OK, now we're going to open some wine. Give a nice sort of glass in there.
A glass.
OK, yeah. You seem to change girls, like seasons in cooking. You know, I go through autumnal, seasonal, then we go on to something lighter. Every time I see you, you're always with a new girlfriend.
I've just got a lot of friends. They're not girlfriends, they're just friends of mine.
The perfect girl would be who?
My mother.
No, to marry.
I don't really know. Denise Van Outen would be pretty top of the list, wouldn't she?
doesn't.
I mean, because she's funny and she's very beautiful.
I mean,
and she's fun.
Yes. And lively, and intelligent.
Yeah, she'd be fun. I mean, you've got to think, when you're getting married or something, you've got to think, oh, you know, I'm going to be with this person for at least 6 months.
The idea now of this fish is to actually put some colour on there. In we go. Good. Good. Right, that's coming down nicely. Get a spoon, OK, and have a little taste. And just tell me if you think it needs a little bit more seasoning.
It's delicious. I don't think it needs any more because...
That's
certainly
perfect.
not salt, because that bacon is very, very salty.
Yep, that's perfect. Nice. If you just touch that there, look, it's sort of... You've got a little bit of resistance there.
Yeah.
So it's just a little bit pink in the middle.
OK, you're waiting for it to go hard,
Yep.
and then you put it in your mouth. that all right?
That's exactly that, yes.
OK.
Now, try not to dribble round the outside of the plate.
That's really impressive.
One last little thing, what I want you to do.
Put a bit of that on top of the fish.
Exactly, look.
Wow.
See, that wasn't too bad, was it?
It was great. I loved it. I've actually cooked a meal.
You've done very well. You did very well.
That is delicious. This is the nicest meal I've ever had that I've ever had a hand in cooking.
Really? Well done.
Thank you very much.
Time for the main course. Trini and Susanna. Now, I'm going to be serving the diners 2 cuts. The belly of pork and the loin of pork. The belly takes a lot longer to prepare, but it's worth every second. There's definitely no waste on a pig. This is a belly of pork. It's cheap and delicious. And look, it's got these wonderful layers of fat. It's packed with flavour.
Score. Season. Olive oil. Garlic. Time.
Season both sides and lay it on top of your garlic. Lifts the belly of pork off the tray and stops it from drying out.
White wine. Tin foil. Hot oven, 2 hours.
Look underneath there. Lovely.
Gravy.
Deglaze the tray with the white wine.
Reduce.
The smell off that is amazing because the garlic's been roasted slowly and it's got that really nice, sweet flavour to it.
Chicken stock. Reduce.
We just smell that gravy now. You know damn well it's going to taste magical.
Sieve.
Push all that garlic through there. That is fucking delicious.
Pressed pork.
Place another tray on top of that
Way down.
and set it in the fridge.
Chill 6 hours.
And look at that. I could take a slice and actually eat that cold.
Cut.
They're like little caramel slices, compact, full of flavour, and now ready for the oven.
Hot oven, 10 minutes.
Look at those. Absolute beauties. And just look at the textures and that nice crispy top. Rich, sumptuous, full of flavour, and absolutely delicious.
Pressed belly of pork, done.
This, for me, is the most important main course we'll ever cook in the F-Word restaurant, yeah?
Yes, yes.
I've had these just after birth. We've hand-reared them, and we're going to look after them. Belly of pork. Be careful, yeah? It starts to spit. We're going to put 3 or 4 portions in, some tin foil over, and just put it to the back of the stove, OK? So with the pork tonight, we're serving, yes, the mustard mash, the broccoli, and the caramelised apples. Now, you need some heat in that pan, sugar in, and that's going to form a nice caramel, OK? A nice teaspoon of mustard, right at the last minute, in with the mashed potato. A nice mustard mash. So, right, GB, what's with the broccoli? What's in the pot with it?
Onions, almonds, and capers.
That's right. Apples, nicely coloured. And then finished with some fresh spring onions in, and a little bit of chopped tarragon. Yeah? OK, now the tarragon, the apple, the spring onion is amazing. Look, that is just mind-blowing. Good. Belly of pork is cheap and delicious, but it's the loin that's the real classy cut. Loin of pork, rich, sumptuous, it's the most tender part of the pig. This is better when it's slightly pink. Yes, that's right, Granny, pink. First of all, you have to score that fat on the outside, you get some really nice crispy crackling.
Score.
If you haven't got a sharp knife, I mean really sharp, use a Stanley knife, it works brilliantly.
Stuff.
Just slice into the centre and open it up. And look.
Lemon zest.
It gives it a really nice, summery, zesty lightness.
Sage.
Sage and pork go brilliantly well together.
Parsley, garlic.
Nice little thin shards.
Salt, pepper. Olive oil.
It's like a blanket of aroma. Fold it over, just like an envelope.
tie.
Put the string in the pot to stop it from running around.
Salt, pepper, olive oil.
Mop it up. It smells amazing. It's not even cooked yet. Straight in.
Hot oven, 45 minutes.
Just the smell of that is amazing. Look, crispy crackling.
Rest. Untie. Carve.
Nice thick slices. That's what I like to hear, that noise. Crispy crackling. Tender and delicious. Fragrant lemon zest with the sage and the parsley. Extraordinary.
Pork loin with lemon and sage. Done.
I want every single diner paying for their main course. Let's go. Right, ladies. 4 nice belly of pork.
Yes,
Let's go,
yes.
Peter. 4 pork away.
Yes.
Right, let's go, Lucy Lou.
Yes,
GB.
Gordon.
4 portions of pork away.
Yes, Gordon.
Let's go, please, yes?
Yeah, potato. I can do that bit.
Let's put that with that.
Apples on. You want to get that pan really hot next time. Let's go. Quick. So that has to be the perfect way of eating Trini and Susanna, yeah? Go. 10 or 10.
Right.
Lucy.
Yes, Gordon.
Yeah? GB, please.
Yes, Gordon.
4 more away.
Yes,
Four more,
Gordon.
yes, Gordon.
Belly of pork in.
Gordon, I've got a question. Are these...
Francesca, you're going to have to shout at me. I can't hear you.
Are these burnt or
Are
are they
they burnt?
caramelised?
Sherry, toss them. They're caramelised, yes?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Lovely. Up we go. Let's go.
Just need the
Now
potatoes.
look, doesn't that look fantastic?
It does.
Table 8, yeah, go. Let's go.
Take that pan away from me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I need 2 fours now, yeah?
Okay.
2
I'll
fours
do the
away.
rest.
Ladies, last tables, yes?
Yes, Gordon.
Yeah, make them the best.
Yes,
Just like the
Gordon.
first table, yes?
Right, the first.
Oh, hello.
Careful.
This is great. Oh, I love it. Fantastic. Right, okay.
Would you pay for those?
I 100%
100%.
Definitely.
GP, yeah.
Definitely. I think
Fantastic.
it's no
Well done.
question.
Table 8, go.
Thank
Thank you.
Come here. 2 seconds, please. Well done. Yeah, hard.
Yes, Gordon.
A lot going on there.
Definitely.
Yeah, well done. You didn't let yourselves down. More importantly, you didn't let the girls down, did you? Trini and Susanna, well done.
No, let me
Clear down.
Thank you.
I thought it was amazing. I really, really liked it. There were loads of different varieties of textures and sort of tastes in there. I thought that obviously there were a lot of quite elaborate flavours, but they merged together quite well.
The belly of pork I've never had before, so I was a bit worried about that, but I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
That was superb, like the different variations. I've never had like crackling before as well. Thought it was absolutely fantastic. The accompaniments as well, the mash and the vegetables, superb. Can't fault it. Can't fault it at all.
Lovely.
So nice to see you. How are you? Well,
Marie didn't get any crackling, so we had a little word, and look what came. We got an extra crackling.
how are you managing being married to this hippie? Always looking for freebies. Always on the scrounge. And such a messy cook.
That you're right.
Honestly, I mean, you must go mad, no? As an expert with pigs, yeah? What do you think of the loin and the belly?
Honestly, delicious.
Really?
Really lovely.
Coming from you, that means a lot. You know that. A big thanks for all the help you put into those pigs. I don't think
You've
we could have
enjoyed
done
them,
it without
haven't you?
Yeah, I have enjoyed them, and it's been an amazing experience, but highly emotional. You know, I didn't think pigs could be
I
so
know, you had a tough
attachable.
time
Yeah,
when you took them to slaughter.
I mean, the children, obviously,
They're over here tucking in.
they're tucking it away and they're obsessed with the crackling, but I'd never thought they'd be that excited about it from sort of 3 months ago when they start sort of getting in the pen and they're all sort
They've
of...
got
you know,
over it
nursing.
quicker than you have.
I'm looking forward to the challenge, yes.
I can't believe
Get
I've got to go do
prepared.
some cooking in a minute.
Yeah, I know.
I'm having such a lovely, relaxing time.
Get prepared to
I'm
lose.
not feeling competitive. Guess what? I'm not feeling competitive.
Aren't you? I'll see you later.
I will do when I get
Good
in
to
there.
see you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Right. Hello. Hello.
How are you?
Hello, my ladies. How are you? Jack, did you enjoy the pigs? Megan, did you enjoy looking after the pigs?
Yeah.
Yes? Do they taste better because you reared them and grew them?
Honey's still eating.
You suggested that we have cows in the back garden.
Not on your nelly. When you were gone
What do you
this
mean?
morning, we had the new grass laid. No cows.
No,
So there we go.
listen.
It's not no comment. It's no bloody cows.
What about a donkey for Christmas? Yes. Lambs. Yeah, baby lambs. I'm so glad you enjoyed the pigs. Good to see you. Good kiss. See you later, guys. Save room for dessert, yes? Hey, JB. Where is he? How did it go down?
Very well.
Very well, yes?
Very, very well.
The feedback was what?
Very juicy. They love the flavors. Nice combination with the apples and the pork.
Yes.
They love the mash. Absolutely beautiful.
Fantastic. Tell me, how many customers are not paying for the main course?
None.
Yes! Seriously?
Yeah.
Not one?
Yeah.
Not one?
No one.
That's fantastic.
Well done.
Well done, well done, well done. That's fucking amazing.
Next on the menu, Hugh and Janet take me on in the recipe challenge.
Stodge. These people will have to lie on the bloody carpet afterwards and get over their carbohydrate overload.
And I'm going fishing for bass. Sea bass.
I've never caught a fish from a spear, and not bad. First time out.
I've come to Devon to go spearfishing for my favourite fish.
Everyone thinks you've got to be on the Great Barrier Reef to go, but no, we're here in Plymouth. I feel like a bit of a fucking hunter because we're two experts and we're in search of the Rolls Royce of the sea bass.
Spearfishing is a controversial sport. Some people think it's cruel, but in fact, it's one of the most sustainable methods of fishing, so I'm keen to give it a try. This is Eddystone Lighthouse, 10 miles off the Plymouth coast. I've been brought here by two of Britain's best spear fishermen, Dave Thomason and Dave O'Callaghan.
It works more or less like a crossbow.
Yeah.
You put the butt of the gun against your chest and just pull that back and hook it into the notch on the spear. Barbs on the end, stop the fish coming off.
Yeah.
Pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And shoot. And out it comes.
This is the best place to shoot.
In the head.
In the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough chat, it's time to get tooled up and into the water.
Hopefully we're going to catch something. Visibility's not too bad. Fingers crossed. I feel like a fucking action man.
I've got to dive about 10 metres down, settle into the kelp and wait for the sea bass to swim past me. Spearfishing using an oxygen tank is frowned upon for giving the fisherman an unfair advantage over the fish. So we're doing it with a snorkel, which means holding your breath, and it's not as easy as Dave makes it look. This is supposed to be the perfect place to hunt for sea bass because they flock to the rocks to feed. But so far, all I can see is seaweed.
I missed one right in front of me. By the time I reloaded, the fish turned around and went like that, and then fucked off.
Sea bass are a challenge to catch, but they're bloody delicious, and I'm not quitting until I've got one. And finally, they all come at once, and I'm on a roll.
I've got 3 stunning sea bass. I've never caught a fish from a spear, and not bad. First time out. Amazing experience. Bloody hard work. I'm fuck gonna get out.
Fishing etiquette says that you should only catch what you're going to eat. Just try and stop me.
When you put your elbows inside and pull out. Jesus. Get out. Fuck off. Now we're going to score them. About 1.5 inches apart. It just makes it cook evenly. And more importantly, it seasons it inside.
Salt, lemon, saffron.
This is where it gets really exciting because the saffron's flavouring the salt and colouring the salt. Now, fennel and bass go brilliantly. I've been serving it for years, and it's just that really nice rustic aniseed flavour that just goes brilliantly with the bass. Open it up and place all that lemon and fennel in there. And that keeps the bass really nice and whole, so it cooks evenly and, more importantly, got that amazing flavour. Wrap it in tin foil and just drizzle that with olive oil, and that keeps it really nice and moist. And leave yourself a little handle on the end so you're not pissing around when you're coming to turn it.
The sea bass only need to cook for 8 minutes on each side.
I didn't realise it was going to be that hard. I mean, you've got to be physically fit.
Yeah, it helps. You haven't got to be super fit, though. I know people in their 80s who still spearfish.
Is it a sport now that's getting popular all the time?
Becoming a lot more popular. It's a good way of getting some fresh seafood and having fun at the same time.
Can spearfishing become commercial?
No, it's actually illegal to sell speared fish. It's a European regulation. It's illegal to sell fish caught with a projectile.
From what I've seen, spearfishing is very efficient. Only the target fish is caught and it doesn't damage the seabed, and that has to be a good thing.
Nice. Presentation's not good. Well, who the fuck needs presentation on the beach? Huh?
Now, they may have beaten me before, but it's time for the ultimate challenge. I'm going to whip their ass. Are you ready?
In your dream.
Yeah?
Very ready.
Let's go.
Okay.
Ladies first. Are you in a good mood or a bad mood?
Medium.
Thank fuck for that. So we're all doing apple desserts, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, the
Yeah, I'm
perfect
doing
dessert.
a simple apple dessert.
The perfect dessert to follow pork. Yes, Janet? Now, the most important thing about this challenge, OK, the winning dessert is going to be served in the rest of this evening straight after the main course, yeah?
That's a bit of pressure.
Right, Janet, what are you doing? Surprise
Baked
me.
apples.
Do you think the diners are going to want to pay for a baked apple?
It's so simple. I've gone to Harrods and bought mincemeat.
Has it got suet in there?
It has got a tiny bit of suet in
little
it.
bit of beef,
But not a lot.
What's your ass pulsating in those jeans
at that.
again?
Yeah, why have you got pastry exactly?
Because I'm making a rice pudding apple tart.
Oh, dear.
So I've got pastry,
God, the double
filling, I've got a
whammy of
custardy
carbs.
rice pudding filling that should set very nicely. And the apples are going to go on top, just sort of lightly fried in a little bit of butter with a bit of sugar, slightly caramelised.
But you, before this have had scallops and potatoes,
Yes.
roast pork.
I didn't know about the potatoes.
And now stodge.
Not stodge, lovely fresh apples.
I mean, these people will have to lie on the bloody carpet afterwards and get over their carbohydrate overload.
You're ladling in the Harrods mincemeat. It's not exactly
Thank
slim
you.
or special, is it?
Look, that's the hole.
Oh,
That's the hole
fucking
that
hell.
the mincemeat goes in.
Where's the volume
It's a
on
little
that?
hole, isn't it?
And that much mincemeat isn't going to make my arse 2 sizes bigger, is it?
It's a small hole. It's a very small hole, I agree.
Try to shut her up. I've never managed it the last 2 months. Yeah? Have a fucking go, will you, please, yeah? So, whilst you's doing a rice pudding, topped with apples, Madam's doing a baked apple, I'm going to keep it really simple and do an apple tart. Just a very simple apple tart. But I'm using all the trimmings of the apple to make a little bit of a puree, a little bit of cinnamon, and then a fresh vanilla seed. Open up, scrape out the seeds, and we're going to put that on the base of the tart, and then apple sliced really thinly, this sort of wafer thin. And they're going to go all the way around the tart. You're slicing yours thick, Hugh, yes?
Quite thick, yeah, because I
Quite
just
thick.
want one layer of medium thickly sliced apples over the top of the rice pudding.
This is so lovely. It's comforting.
Coming all
I'm
the way
going
around.
to serve it with ice cream.
And when you serve this at your exquisite dinner parties at home to all your friends, yes?
Yeah.
Do they enjoy it? Yeah. Do they?
I have people queuing up to come round my house for dinner.
So I've rinsed the pudding rice, I've blanched it and rinsed it, and now I'm just going to cook it, but instead of baking it in the oven, I'm going to cook it in a saucepan with a little knob of butter and a splash of whole milk.
Right.
So just a little bit like cooking a risotto.
Right. Well, mine's ready to go in the oven.
What?
Sorry, loves.
We've just started.
You've got to
Yeah,
have...
because I'm cooking something that in the real world you feel like cooking after you cook the other 2 courses.
The way I see it, this is really kind of a final between Janet and myself.
Exactly.
We've both beaten you before.
Can you fuck off?
And you're
I
just...
can't believe you finished already, but there again, you had fuck all to do. But take it out of the jar, stick it in an apple, and bake the fucking thing.
Doesn't it
Sorry.
look lovely, actually?
So my pastry's been rolled out. Not too thick.
Shall I put
And then
mine in the oven?
what we're going to do now is just turn it around. Hit your finger and nip the pastry. So it forms this little lip. And what that does, it helps to keep the apples in the centre of the tart. Give it a little pierce so it stops the pastry from rising. And then we'll be ready in 5 minutes to put that puree in there, then our apples on there.
Apples look nice, though, don't they? A little bit of colour on them.
They do look
No,
nice.
listen, that'll make my dessert. That'd be perfect. Why are you bothering with all the pastry? That looks
No, I
fantastic.
should just be serving that with a bit of ice cream. You're probably
That
right.
looks absolutely fantastic.
I've got a little bit of Calvados in the apple puree.
It looks like a real mess. That.
It's
It looks
all
like
the
stick. It looks like capsic.
Oh, for God's sake.
dear.
Hey, listen, guys.
Look.
It's a puree. Janet's not happy because it didn't come out of a jar.
By the way, I put the mincemeat into the ice cream. I've beaten it into the ice cream and I'm putting it back in the freezer. And then I'm going to pretend it's homemade.
The hot cream goes into the egg yolks and sugar, whisking all the time so it doesn't curdle, doesn't scramble. A little bit of rice still in there, might as well go in. And then over here, the rice has been simmering for just 15 minutes. It's almost tender, so it's ready to put the two together. So now it's all come together. We've got the rice, the cream, the milk, the egg yolks, the sugar, all in the same pan. We just need to stir it gently over the heat for it to start to thicken up as a custard. That's come together beautifully now. I don't want to fill it right to the top because I've got to have room for my apple slices over the top. Let's give it a little shake. Look at that.
Rice pudding in a tart.
Rice pudding in a tart.
Yep.
Why not? Cool it down, apples go on top,
Yep.
serve it at room temperature.
A little bit apple puree.
Oh, that's very fancy. I see. So you use the paste to kind of...
Stand it up.
It's like cement.
Exactly.
Probably going
that.
to taste like cement as well.
Cool. Dear.
Gordon, you haven't got any spare apple slices, have you?
He's going to have loads there. He's got far
I've
too
got a
many.
terrible feeling I haven't quite fried enough for the top of my tart.
Spread them out a bit, Hugh.
Well, they won't look as good, will it?
Janet, this is what's called cooking the real world, not apples out of jar.
This is what I go and buy down at pastry chefs. Why am I going to waste time making it? It looks lovely. I'm not knocking it. It is an artwork, Gordon. Gordon, you can't do this in a hurry, can you, Gordon?
I can now.
You're holding us up.
Hugh, have you finished?
Very, very nearly. I'm just going to make a tiny bit of a glaze for the top.
Oh, no, you get on with it.
Just a tiny bit more, tiny bit of this syrup on the top. That's pretty much ready. It just needs to settle down for 10 or 15 minutes. We'll serve it at room temperature.
What's that?
Butter. Look.
Butter, and you're going on about my minuscule amount of lard. Oh, look! A bit. He's so anxious to win.
Janet, can you fuck off, please?
Well,
Let me finish, for God's sake. Now we're going to cook this for 10 minutes, then turn it over and cook it upside down so it presses it nice and flat and squashes all those apples into the pastry.
Don't mess up my... Hang on.
15 minutes. Then we'll turn it over.
For how long?
15 minutes. Right, Janet's apples are in. My tart's going to take about 15 or 20 minutes. Once that comes out, we're going to let it rest. Hugh's tart is resting, and then we're going to serve them all to the blind tasters. I'm back home, up here in Scotland, in Greenock, where my grandfather used to have a butcher's shop, and I'm here to see if it's still there.
When my grandfather came back from the war in 1945, he opened a butcher's on Greenock's bustling high street. In those days, everyone bought their meat from the local butcher, and there were queues outside the shop. And it wasn't just like that in Greenock. When I was a kid, everyone bought their meat from local butchers, like my grandfather's. But Britain's butchers are beginning to look like an endangered species.
Where'd you get your meat from?
Tesco's. Tesco's.
Out of Tesco's.
Out of Tesco's. Tesco's.
Supermarkets.
Aye.
And what's wrong with your butchers? I found it. Now, according to these photographs, this is where my grandfather's butcher shop used to be, and it's actually a sort of health food shop now, which is quite sad in a way, because all I remember from him in the early days is just how long and how hard he used to work.
Dad's shop was just there.
That's right, yes, used to be, that's right, yes, Monroe's.
These days, 75% of our meat is bought from supermarkets, and sadly, butcher shops are closing across the UK. And it's not just the lack of customers that threatens our high street butchers. They're also struggling to find people who want to work in them.
Ever thought about becoming a butcher?
No, never.
Would you ever consider becoming a butcher?
No.
You're leaving school in a couple of years' time? Yeah? Ever thought about becoming a butcher?
No.
Why not?
It smells.
If we lose the high street butcher, we lose a crucial food skill.
The average age of a British butcher today is 57 years of age. So, if there's any chance of the high street butcher surviving, we've got to encourage more youngsters to come into the industry. I'm here in Leeds at the Thomas Danby College to see if there's a glimmer of hope. Morning, guys. How are we?
These three 17-year-old lads are bucking the trend and training to be skilled butchers at one of the few colleges that still offer a butchery course.
What's your ambitions?
Hopefully to take over my father's shop. He's got a shop in the Borough Market. Women like butchers.
I thought it was firemen.
No, butchers.
So butchers are the new firemen, right?
They love a good butcher.
They love a good butcher.
If these lads are going to succeed, they need to know how to cut meat. But they also need to understand how to cook it.
OK, cooking of the steak. It's a big advantage when customers walk in and ask you how to cook a steak perfectly.
I've got a fail-safe trick to make sure your steak is cooked perfectly every time.
So we've got rare, medium. Well done is just there. Is that nice and rare?
Yep.
Yep. That is a rare steak. Danny, how you cooked yours? Medium. Good man. So, touch it. How's that cooked? Cool. Fucking hell, yeah, that is well done, yeah. Looks like a pair of Dr. Martens. And you cooked this for your girlfriend 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And she's still with you?
Yeah.
Is she still chewing as well?
If, like me, you want to stop butchers going the same way as milkmen or dodos, then don't go to the supermarket meat counter. Go to the F-Word website and find a proper butcher near you.
Tasting? Yeah. So come on, give these guys a chance and support your local butchers. These guys are here to stay and we need more of them.
Next on the menu, I reveal which chef came bottom of the pile in my Celebrity Cookbook Amnesty.
My top 3 unofficial losers in the poll are...
And we get the results of the recipe challenge. Will the diners get to eat my classic apple tart, Hugh's rice pudding, or Janet's baked apple?
OK, for the first time, we're having a draw.
A what?
Yes.
Draw?
Oh, get out! A draw!
draw?
With 2 winners?
Yes, with 2.
So someone's going to feel a bit ropey then, aren't they?
Yes. Welcome back. Now, time to decide whose dessert we'll be serving this evening. Excited?
Yes?
Yeah, sorry for losing, yes?
No.
Hello. How are you?
It's quite rustic. It's really nice and comforting. There's a mixture of being sweet and acidic as well.
I actually prefer the ice cream to the apple. Presentation isn't quite as good on this one, I'd say.
Kind of looks slightly burnt around the edges,
Yeah.
but I do like it. It's quite simple.
I think the flavour's nice on that, but...
It's simple, and it's not overpowering either. Nice crisp pastry. Actually, I don't know about the texture. It's a bit cold.
And it's funny, isn't
I don't know
it?
if it's meant to be.
It's quite eggy, I suppose, but I really like it.
OK.
Right. For the first time, we're having a draw.
A what?
Yes.
Draw?
Oh, get out!
A draw?
With 2 winners?
Yes, with 2. So
someone's going to feel a bit ropey then, aren't they?
Yes.
So we're having 2 votes for Janet.
2?
Oh, yes!
OK, 2
Go
votes
on,
for...
it's got to be me. Don't you dare. Yes!
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
Oh, at last we win!
We have to serve. We'll have to, obviously serve them both. Yeah.
That's not really a problem for me.
OK.
I'm quite glad to be out of this, frankly. Jesus.
You best start now, because yours is going to take about 10 bloody hours.
The service, sorry.
You get working now, get slicing.
I can go back to my table and enjoy pudding.
Yes, please.
Perfect.
Now, fuck off, both of you. Thank you. And don't come back, Janet. Shit. Right, ladies. For some bizarre reason, yes, I drew, with Janet.
Ooh.
Now, it's called a tart fine, OK? So it's a nice caramelised, thin apple tart. This is just puff pastry. Nip it over and nip it in. Apple puree. We cook it for 20 minutes, then we turn it upside down and cook the pastry. Now, the important part is to pack the tart with all the apples. Pack the apples on there, yes? Don't worry about them being broken.
Quite large.
Now, soft butter. We just brush the pastry. Yeah?
I think I feel my heart attack coming on right now.
Well, you know what to do if one happens. Fucking hell, yeah? Exactly. What's the first thing you do?
Rushing to.
Just make sure it's safe.
Make sure it's safe, yes.
And then if it was you, I'd have to make sure it was safe.
First thing you do is remove the hoover off their cock. Oh, dear, ladies. Huh? Right, Lucy.
Yes, Gordon.
Every time I come over here, you disappear. Come here. This is your tart. Let's go.
I'm here.
Let's go. Well, stay here then.
Is that enough, Gordon? Is that enough butter, Gordon?
And round the bottom, round the bottom.
Well done, Gordon.
Mates.
Let's go, ladies. Tarts in the oven. Let's go. Yes. 180.
Okay.
180. Over the last 2 months, I've been running a celebrity cookbook amnesty, encouraging people to send me their unwanted celebrity cookbooks.
I made it my mission to help you clear your kitchen bookshelves of the cookbooks that you thought were crap.
Milled in minutes, shredded in seconds.
As well as shredding some, I also made some celebrity chef toilet paper.
You know what? That is the scariest. Freddy Krueger. The Freddy Krueger of the kitchen.
You sent in cookbooks from almost every chef, including 6 of my old cookbooks, you cheeky buggers. But there were 3 who came out top, or bottom.
My top 3 unofficial losers in the poll are Ainsley, Gary and Delia. What in the fuck are you doing down there? I didn't expect the safety net of British cooking to be in that category.
The numbers were too close to call, so to find out who's bottom of the pile, I've come down to the Thames to ask some random passers-by to do a taste test. I've gone through Ainsley's, Delia's and Gary's most sent-in books, picked out a cod recipe, well, we are right next to the river, and asked people to tell me which one they like least.
Right, Gary Rosie, parsley cod with roasted potatoes and a mustard sauce. Which one of those 3 dishes is the worst? That one.
Yeah.
You spit it out, or... Yeah? Okay, good. Good, dear. Which one is the worst for you?
Let me think. That one.
Yeah, this one.
That is toilet.
Ouch. Sorry, Gary.
Delia Smith. That's cod wrapped in nori on a soba noodle salad.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No, there's nothing to it. Bland, horrible.
Poor Delia.
Ainsley Harriet's a citrus trust with salsa, Cajun potatoes and steamed broccoli.
No, it's got no flavour.
Got no flavour. Which one is the worst?
Oh. Probably Ainsley.
Ainsley's moans in minutes. Someone had to come last, and based on my totally unscientific survey, the most unpopular celebrity cookbook of those sent in under my amnesty is...
Gary. So there's only one place for this. I know where that's going. Damn. You're gonna get your hair wet. Jean-Baptiste. OK. What happened with the desserts? Come on.
100%.
100%, yes! Everybody?
Yeah, everybody.
Yes? Seriously?
Incredible.
Well done. Well done. Only one person won the vote. Well done. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Well done. Well done. Happy now? One final thing. Yeah, everyone agreed to pay for the dessert, yeah, but which dessert, yeah, obviously fantastic news, but which dessert did they prefer? Don't tell me that fucking baked apple. Which one did they prefer?
OK, they prefer yours.
Yeah! How many?
Out of 50, 34 people prefer yours.
34, is that all?
Yeah, and 16 for Jan.
And 16?
Yeah.
Well done. Well done, well done. Happy?
Very.
Yes?
Very happy.
Ready to stick a tetanus jug in my arse?
Never.
No? I'm never going to Chelsea Westminster.
Lift and separate the men from the boys now over in More 4, the uplifting story of the Wonder Bra on sex in the 90s. Next here on Channel 4, it's Big Brother.
F-Word Series 2, done.